Alright, this is chapter 1.4, lecture definition, part 4, blind versus double-blind versus triple-blind study. Alright, so I've gotten a number of questions via email about this one, so let's talk about it. A blind is when somebody doesn't know what's going on. They're blinded so they can't see it. Normally when we talk about a blinded study, we're talking about the patient not knowing if they get a placebo, a fake medication, or the real medication, the one they're trying to research on. If the patient knows that it's a fake medication, it may not work at all. If the patient knows that they're getting the real trial medication, it may work for them just because they think it's going to work for them. To combat this placebo effect, what they do is they do a blind, where the patient doesn't know they're getting it. Now, if we add in a little bit more, if the patient doesn't know and the person administering the test doesn't know, then we call it a double blind. Now, I want you to picture the patient going and picking up their test prescription. They don't know which one they're getting, but the person administering the test might say, here's your medication, remember to take it on time, versus, here's your medication, it should really work. Wink, wink. Yeah. So whomever is administering, if they don't know who is getting which of the two possible medications, the placebo control versus the actual test medication, then we call it a double-blind study. And a double-blind study we like because then the outcomes are more controlled. We know we're not going to have as many lurking variables. Now, unfortunately, this isn't always good enough. Sometimes we need the patient not to know, the person administering it to know, and we'll also talk about the person crunching the numbers, and we're going to publish the paper. We'll call them the researcher. Alright. We need them not to know as well, or we should need them not to know as well. It works like this. Big companies have lots of money that they want to use to fund science that shows their product, their medication works great. I have $1 million. I'm a big company. I'm going to hire this researcher to do my study. What happens if the study shows the medication isn't any better than what's out there? Or worse yet, that there's flaws with it? Well, I'm probably never going to hire that researcher again. I'm going to go to the next guy. Researchers know this. Researchers, want to make sure that they have income. So, at times, not all of them, it's been known to happen where a researcher might cherry pick data, pull out the data they want to see, ignore certain data that, shows things they don't want to, or just plain design a study which will intentionally show people what the company who hired them wants to do. Now remember, everything comes down to big old $, money. Alright? Money is where a lot of statistics gets decided. It's where a lot of the growth happens. So in order to correct this, to do a triple blind study, the researcher should also not know whom is funding their research. That way they don't purposely make it more agreeable to whoever is footing the bill. Remember, doing these big studies, especially when it comes to medicine or medical devices, gets expensive fast.